Hi, my friends. Welcome to the High Seas Friends Travel YouTube page. My name is Paul. We're going to get into some excursions here that we did in Alaska. Our first stop and our first excursion review will be Juneau. So stay tuned. We're going to bring Cindy in and we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul. This is Cindy.
Hey guys,
Our channel is High Seas Paul and Cindy.
if you guys want to learn more information about cruise news, cruise vlogs, anything about cruising, join us on Facebook at High Seas Friends Travel.
All things cruising. Hey my friends, we just got back from Alaska on the Carnival Luminosa, and this year we went heavy on excursions so we could bring you guys firsthand information. And let me tell you right now, bring your American Express card because there's nothing cheap in Alaska on excursions. All right, my friends, so I'm coming in, we're coming in. We're here to talk about all the excursions we experienced. And a lot of people are asking us a lot of questions, so we're here to do reviews on it. I'll let Cindy get into all the details here, Cindy.
Yeah, we started out on I think it was our third day on Carnival Luminosa. We booked an excursion in Juneau, Alaska. It was called the VIP Alaska Whales and Glacier Rainforest Trails.
VIP, right?
VIP, guys.
Did you get the VIP experience? Let's get into this, guys. All right.
Okay, guys, so on our excursion in Juneau, Alaska, they told us to meet us at Deck 2 Luminosa Lounge by 1 because we're supposed to get off the ship by 1:30.
That is correct.
Yes, and we did have a big brunch, so that helped us out too. So.
Yeah, I highly recommend filling up your tank because it is a long port in Juneau and you're going to be doing a lot of activity. Of course, you want to experience the local flavors, but never a bad idea to go on the port with the full tank.
I totally agree with that, Paul.
And it came in handy this time.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Because they had all the Carnival excursions meet on Deck 2, and they just said, okay, everybody get up and go. So it was a big cluster.
Yep. Between the excursions
Yes.
and the regular people going off. And how does that normally work? They do it by tour normally, excursion, and it kind of separates. This time it was everybody at one. Doesn't mean that's going to happen to you,
No,
though.
but we're just letting you know how our experience went. And of course, Paul ran ahead of the group so he can make sure we have a secured spot.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be there at 1:30.
Yes.
We didn't even get there till 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And so thank goodness I did, because they were getting ready to load up the second bus. So I was able to hold, our excursion there. I'm sure they would have took care of us on it if we would have missed it.
And there was 2 buses. So the first one already took off. So the second bus, it was actually a smaller group, which helped us out a lot. So we actually got on the bus and then we went to, how long was the drive, Paul, to the first stop?
I'd say about 35, 40 minutes. And it was pretty good information. Absolutely.
And we went through the city tour there and
gave us a lot of local information.
They did.
Yeah.
So once we got there, what happened after that when we got off the bus?
So we ended up at the park there. We'll put up the picture. and all the trails.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disappointed. It's a mile loop. It's rated easy. I think it's a little bit more challenging if you have disabilities. They call it a gravel trail. It was a little beyond that. But there's so many more trails you could do at that park, and you could end up going much closer to the Mendenhall Glacier and Nugget Falls, which are absolutely gorgeous, guys. How did you feel about the information? I just want to get your take on the bus ride information and the trail information. How did you feel about that,
The
Cindy?
information on the first of on the bus was good. There was two ladies on the bus. One was driving, the other one was giving us information. And once we got off the bus, they actually separated and made two groups with us.
Correct.
So we actually got separated, which is nice. So we have a smaller group walking on the trail.
Right.
And make sure if you do need a walking stick, ask for that.
Right. And I don't know about you, Cindy, but I kind of felt like I was on a school field trip.
I think so too.
I think it's great that they give you information on all the plants and the trees and the rainforest info and all the history there. But I'm pretty sure you can look most of that up on your phone. I'm the type of person, I normally like to kind of do my own thing.
Okay, Paul, did you feel rushed on this tour?
A bit, yes.
A lot of people were staying behind and taking pictures, but there was no stopping. She just kept going and going. So we really couldn't take pictures and actually, do our own thing.
And if you were on your own thing, as we put the picture up there, there's so many more trails you could do. It's really, we did the minimum of the park there as far as getting close to the glacier and Nugget Falls. So that was a bit of a disappointment there.
And they promised us binoculars,
which they never offered.
They never offered. They did offer the walking stick. They give us that. The rain gear, we did not need that because we had beautiful weather, Paul.
Correct. We were blessed on the weather.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
And they were supposed to get a complimentary booklet, which we never received.
Right. And of course, you can always go back and check out our Juneau, Alaska Luminosa vlog, and you will see exactly what we're talking about. But we're here to give our review and to let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money.
Exactly.
But it was beautiful to go down to the beach and get a shot of the glacier and see Nugget Falls on the right. But there's so much more that could be offered there. But we'll get into all the details on that. Let's move on to the whale watching tour here, guys. And I think that's kind of one of the highlights on this because they call it a VIP whale watching. But is it just me, or did we not see whales on the ship in every excursion we did, and they were not whale watching tours? So no. I don't necessarily feel that you have to do a whale watch. And they call it the VIP is because the boat is, as far as the whale watching tour goes, the boat is much smaller than most of them, and we'll put the videos of the other boats there. But we're going to get into this in a minute here, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to give this a 1 through 5 stars and let you know what our final thoughts are. All right, Cindy, let's get into the main part here of all this information here that we're throwing at you. Let's break down the price, what you saw. Did you see a whale? What happens if you don't see a whale? She's got all the 411 on this, Cindy. Let's get into it.
So it's $198 per person to go on this excursion. You are guaranteed $100 per person if you do not see a whale.
Now, we were out there for about 45 minutes, I would say, and we were like at the point we hadn't seen squat.
Nothing.
We're like, shit, I hope we don't see anything now at this point because we can get $100 back each.
I agree.
But they did find a whale, didn't they?
Eventually they went to one spot and they couldn't find anything, so then we traveled another maybe 10 minutes by the time they got to this other spot.
10, 20 minutes. Basically, there was our boat and a few other boats that just kept circling this,
one whale,
following this poor one whale around.
They were kind of maybe getting it to one area. It was just one whale, and they kept saying, "Oh, it's over here, it's over here."
Right.
And everybody was trying to circle it. So to me,
I would say our boat though had better views than the other two boats we saw.
I agree, yeah.
And I can see why they call it VIP because it was a much smaller boat.
Yes.
When we looked at the other boats, there was 3-4 people deep trying to look over each other to see something. On ours, if you didn't want to get out in the aft or the very front of the boat, they basically opened up these giant windows and you could hang out outside right from your seat. What you'll see, we'll put up a little bit clip here. you'll see that.
Another thing is they never offered, I mean, we only got one bottle of water off after the trail walking, so everybody was pretty parched, I would believe.
Small bag of trail mix with M&Ms, and we were supposed to get what, a book?
Yeah, we
a
never
nature
received,
book.
Never received that. So what we would recommend, guys, is to bring your binoculars, bring some extra water.
But all that was supposed to be included.
But they didn't give a lot of it to us.
So were you a bit disappointed?
I was a little bit disappointed.
Okay. Did we get to the price on this excursion?
Yep, $198 a person, guys.
$198 a person. Now, guys, keep in mind, it costs a lot of money to charter buses, to employ people to, you know, drive the buses, the tour guides, all that. Now, if you're the type of person that feels that you need Carnival and the security of Carnival to make sure you get back on the ship at time, that might be in your wheelhouse. I think on my end here, with not having to be back on the ship till 7 o'clock from 2 o'clock, I would probably take my chances on doing my own thing. But we're going to give our total, you know, star review here. I'm probably going to give it a 3.5 stars. I mean, it was cool, but I think I could have done a lot more on my own.
I agree with that, Paul, because you can do a lot of research before you go to these ports if you want to do your own thing. I mean, there's so many places you can go on your own without spending all those extra dollars. So I think I would give this excursion a 3.
Okay, so she knocked it down a little lower than I did. So it's up to you. But like I said, it is, you know, it's roughly $400. And if you want to take care of your guides, which we always recommend, they did a good job. So it felt a little spendy to us. I think last year we had more fun in Juneau on our own. So we're probably not going to give this one the highest recommendation. But if you need a self-guided, easy tour, and you have the guarantee of getting back on the ship where you don't want to be a pier runner, this excursion might be for you. Anything else you want to add to this, Cindy?
That's pretty much what we did in Juneau, Alaska. We're hoping maybe next year, guys, we're going to bring you back to Juneau and do some different things.
Yeah, and I hope you guys appreciate these reviews, and we're looking out for your hard-earned money.
Yes.
And, you know, hoping that you make the best decision if you want to do your own thing and do local excursions or book with Carnival. It's all up to you. We're just bringing you our opinion, guys. And we want to thank you for watching. And if you can, share the video. And guess what, guys? The most probably requested question we got is the Tracy Arm excursion worth it? Stay tuned. That's coming up, guys. All right, my friends. We'll see you on the high seas.
Take care, guys.
All right, guys. You know, if you're in Alaska, what's the most popular shot, Cindy?
The duck fart, guys.
The duck fart. Boom. I don't know. Let's do it without spilling it. Boom. Here's to y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the high seas. Cheers. Oh, yeah, baby.